Hello and welcome back to the channel. So the visa bulletin for the month of March showing the cutoff numbers to apply during the month of April 2025 was released a couple of days ago, and I shared with you the new cutoff numbers in my last video. So today is the analysis video, the video in which I'm going to discuss the cutoff numbers that were shown in the recently released visa bulletin. Now, unlike the last two visa bulletins where we had a major question to answer, 2 months ago, it was why most of the regions, if not all, received high increases in their cutoff numbers. And last month, it was why did all of the regions receive very low increases in their cutoff numbers. Now, this time around, there is no major question to respond to when it comes to the cutoff numbers on the overall. But there are a couple of points that I would like to share with you in this video as it relates to the visa bulletin cutoff numbers that were released earlier this week. The first point stems from our discussion last month. For those of you who followed the analysis video last month, I said in response to the question, why did most of the regions or all of the regions experience very low increases in their cutoff numbers? I said the reason for that was that the visa office now had access to the SAAC data, and they used the data to establish the cutoff numbers that were seen or shown for the month of March. And I also said that that would continue as we move forward in the DV 2025 program, because the SAAC data will continue to be published up to the end of the program. So the cutoff numbers that we have seen for the different regions, for the most part, are based on the SAAC data. They are therefore justified, although there is one major exception that I'm going to get to in a moment. But when you consider the overall case number ranges of the different regions, at this time of the fiscal year, it is normal to have the Africa region established at 30,000. It is also normal to have the Oceania region established at 1,500. It is normal to have the South America region established at 2,200. Considering the overall case number range from the Europe region, by this time, the Europe region should have been a bit ahead of where it is. But that is not a major issue. That can be rectified as the program progresses. But the issue is mainly with the Asia region. And that takes me to the second point. In a moment, I will return to comment on the cutoff number that has been shown for the Asia region. But before I get to that, let me take you back to a few months ago when I ran the series intended to answer the question, when will I receive my interview notification, or when will my diversity visa interview be conducted? You remember in answering that question, I said that there are new factors that now affect the scheduling of your diversity visa interview. One of those new factors was what I referred to at the time as the approach of the visa office. It can also be referred to as what the State Department aims to achieve during a given diversity visa program. And in addition to that, in the last analysis video, that is last month, those of you who watch will remember that I said that in the last few years, or during the last few years, the cutoff numbers for both the Asia and the Europe regions were increased to a low extent, and that prevented interview scheduling from reaching high case numbers in both of those regions. I also said in that video that there were signs, very early signs, that that trend could be repeated in the DV 2025 program. Now, what we have seen concerning the Asia region, that is the repeat of the 6,000 cutoff number in the current visa bulletin, is an additional sign in that direction. What I'm saying is that at this time of the fiscal year, the cutoff number for the Asia region should not be repeated or maintained at 6,000. It should be well beyond 6,000. So this could be another sign that the Asia region will experience the low increase in their cutoff number that I spoke about a month ago. And so the cutoff number of the Asia region may not go too far in the DV 2025 program. And this visa bulletin is actually reflective of how the diversity visa program is being run nowadays. In other words, the SEAC data is the tool that should be used in moving the cutoff numbers. However, in cases where the State Department aims to achieve an objective, the Visa Office, based on that objective and not based on the SEAC data or the reality of the region concerned as expressed in the SEAC data. That is how the diversity visa program is being operated nowadays. And this visa bulletin, the current visa bulletin, is an exact representation or an example of that. So when it comes to the Africa region, a normal or reasonable movement in the cutoff number. The same for the Oceania region, the same for the South America region. When it comes to the Europe region, close to reasonable. The problem is with the Asia region that is still far behind where it should be at this time of the fiscal year. And for the North America region, I made it clear in the analysis video last month that the cutoff number of that small region will not move until the cases that were made current by the high increase in the cutoff number of the North America region a couple of months ago are cleared out. And I said that that will go for a number of months. So those are my thoughts concerning the cutoff numbers seen in the visa bulletin that was published earlier this week. And with that, we've come to the end of this analysis video. Thanks for watching it. See you very soon, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.